Run up the racks and I'm getting the bag. Getting this money and getting it fast. Spin to your block and I move like the Flash. If you do the dash, if we get on your ass. I was down bad, but that shit in the past. I'm in the spot throwing racks on her ass. Nigga act stupid, you know I'm a spaz. How you gon' run from this laser, get tagged? Pour up my cup and I'm clutching my semi. These niggas be mad and I know that they envy. I be glitching and niggas get hit. This shit is extended and you can get clipped. I jump in the Hellcat and burn up the strip. I'm dressed in designer, I murder a fit. I want the fire, I heard it was lit. I'm fucking your bitch if she worth it, they hit. Just lift the jeweler, this shit worth a car. Act like you drunk, you get shot like a bar. This shit too potent, I smoke out the jar. You jump out the cut and I open the scar. I ate with the chat and you making the blogs. You niggas peasants and presents of God. You niggas ain't ready, don't get them involved. Oh, you got problems, well, I get them solved. Oh, you got problems, well, I get them solved. They on my dick like it's part of their job. Her she ain't eat it, don't want her to starve. You ain't the same, you ain't part of this club. Shit is bananas, they slip and fell off. Been all around, still reppin' the north. I hold it down, whatever the cost. You niggas is workers, was never a boss. I put in work and got every reward. They call me the Lord when they hear me record. I fucked your bitch, but she barely was yours.
Better be careful what you wish for. If it's love in the end, it come with flash mobs and pitchforks. Mob mentality is a sheer force. Look, I knew I was the shit when niggas started getting pissed more. It get lonely at the top, but you won't catch me drop a tear. It's an Anunnaki got up in this room, that's what they fear. When I apply the pressure, got them running for their peers. Make them push their album back another year. I'm about to make another hit, just hold my beer. I'm back in the studio, I'm about to go stupid ho. In my bag making plays while they brag about numerals. Say my name up in the track, I'm feeling petty, I'm stooping low. Say my name up in the track, I have your whole family track. On the way to your funeral, kiss your mama on the head and tell her sorry that you dead. And eat the chicken at the bread, I'm getting drunk at your funeral. I'm having fun at your funeral. Coming soon, Tuesday coming soon. This that type of shit that make my ops link up in groups. This that type of shit that make my steppers tie their shoes. This that type of shit that make your VN drop some news. Did you see the news? My op is on the news. Caught him lacking in the hood. Shot up that Chevy Cruze. I pulled up to his funeral. His mama ain't amused. I just realized life is way too short, so fuck this interlude. Guess I really am lonely after all. Life is lonely without my yacht.
Everything husky.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers Just tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, y'all. You know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We're gonna get into it. Shout out to the Bishop for kicking off the show the right way. How are y'all doing this Wednesday morning, man? Up in here, let's go. Hopefully y'all are ready to go. Oh yeah, we're looking good. I put the wrong thing up on the screen though. There we go. We're all good. I still got the wrong thing. Lord have mercy. There we go. Welcome y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com. Today we got a lot that we're gonna get into. All right, a lot we're gonna cover. I know y'all saw the title. We've got some breaking news. They are really trying to get Judge Glanville up out of here in this YSL RICO trial. We're going to talk about that a little bit. I've got 2 documents that I'm going to go over with you guys to show you exactly what went on in that secret meeting that Judge Glanville didn't want to talk about. This case continues to get wilder and wilder and does not disappoint. We're also going to talk about some more things in the news, and I've got a fun segment for y'all as well. We're going to kick off the show with, we've got the best of Lil Woody coming up next. It's going to be crazy. I was able to find and get some of the clips from the trial that happened over the past few days, so we're going to be going over those. It's going to be hilarious, man, because this guy is a whole mess. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to go ahead and get into it, but before we do, let me say what's up to everybody who's in the chat, man. I see y'all out here. We got Scandalous Bones is in the building. Mr. Tesla's up in here. We have the amazing Amy up in here. Y'all show some love to Amy. Make sure you put some respect on her name. It's AMY capital E. All right. Shout out to Amy. Who else do we have in here? We've got Kuis. Probably saying that wrong. But shout out to Kay, says, are you doing song reviews today? So I mentioned it in the chat, but if you want your music review, there are 2 places you can do it here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. The first place is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Song of the Night Live. We got an episode tonight. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. But the second place you can hear about it is the brand new show we are hosting on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. You can see that here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel live, and then you can watch the replays over on the BandLab Engineer channel. So those are the 2 places you can get your music reviewed. So make sure you just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time we go live. All right. Who else is in here? Mr. Tesla's in the building. Shout out to him. He said working, getting that money. He said Jesus help him. Judge, get up out of here, man. Yeah. Excuse me. We gotta get Judge Glanville out of here. This case is a whole entire mess. And we're going to review it and see some of the grievances that are being brought up by not only Lil Woody's former attorney, but by Brian Steele. He's out here trying to get his get back. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but we're going to get into it today. Six Lenses is in the building too. Amy throwing up the hearts. Love me some Amy, man. Shout out to her. All right, let's keep it going. Y'all are ready to get into it. I do have a couple of announcements. As y'all know, it is Wednesday. So tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got another episode of the Song of the Night Live. Y'all know, with it being Wednesday, we have a special episode tonight because we're kicking off tonight's show with the Versus Challenge. Now, for the Versus Challenge, we have 3 artists that are going to compete to claim that second to the last spot in the season 8 tournament. So y'all do not want to miss out on that, because once the Versus is done, you will still get an opportunity to get your music heard and get a chance to win $100 in the brand new Shure 55 SH microphone. All right, so make sure y'all tune in tonight. Tournament is coming up. We're less than 2 weeks away from the tournament, which is crazy. Next week, we're giving away that last spot in the tournament. And then the week after that, the Wednesday after that, is going to be the season 8 tournament. All right, so if y'all want a chance to get in, make sure you tune in tonight, Friday, Monday, and Wednesday, every time we're live, so you can get a chance to win some cash and get your music heard. All right, here's everybody who is in the Song of the Night Live tournament so far. Check it out. We've got Nick Flanagan, Lanisha Houston, Greg Dust, Lily, Dizzy Days, Hollywood Coast, Dizzy Too Hard, Puma Red, Javier LaFleur, King Creole, Smoking the One, and Chainsaw Pete. Tonight, one artist from the Versus Challenge is going to claim that 13th spot, and they will be competing against Lily in the first round. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there as we get close to tournament time. All right, we got a couple more people in here. I'm gonna say what's up to y'all, and then we're gonna get into it because I have a lot to cover, and I know, man, that time is gonna go by fast. So I got to get up out of here pretty soon, but we're gonna get to everything. Don't worry. Young Steppa is in here. He said, "What up with it though, man?" Shout out to Young Steppa. I know he's probably over there grieving. Yeah, his Dallas Mavericks got swept in the finals, man. And it wasn't a nice sweep either. They got 2016 Warriors obliterated. I mean, KD Warriors. I mean, it wasn't even a contest, to be honest. But hey, shout out to the, I guess, I'm not shouting out the Celtics. But hey, the Celtics won. Give it up to them. Mavericks will be back next year for sure. All right, if y'all are ready, we need to go ahead and get into it. Because like I said, we've got a lot to cover today. All right, something quick to start off the show. First off, let me see. Yeah, Mr. Tesla said, dang, it's 12 already. I know, this is the music afternoon show at this point. Couldn't get started on time. All right, here we go. So some of y'all may have heard, but recently Reason of TDE is actually announcing that he's leaving TDE. Now, not a big fan of Reason myself. I know he has a pretty good cult following, but he's been with TDE for a good while, and has collaborated with a lot of artists that are in TDE as well. He posted this on his Instagram and a couple other different places as well. And this is the letter that he wrote, saying, "The last 7 years have been incredible, and I appreciated all the time and experiences that have come within that span of time. I can't even put into words the surreal feeling I had of being able to share my thoughts, expressions, emotions, stories, and experiences with you all through the platform provided to me by Top Dog Entertainment." Shout out to Top Dog. With that being said, it comes with great appreciation and excitement that I want to announce my split with TDE. I want to give a huge thank you to Top himself, not only for giving me a chance to live out my dream, but also for hearing me and understanding my decision to travel a different path after the years. There's truly no words for the amount of respect I have for you, and that'll never change, no matter what. I also want to thank every single TDE fan who embraced me and allowed me to share my music with them. There's no world in which you don't mean the absolute most to me. Last but not least, a thank you to all the artists who embraced me. Thank you for being a constant inspiration and ear while trying to navigate this industry and music. Thank you guys for the time, and a huge thanks to everybody for the experience excited for what comes next, love. All right, so let's give it up for Reason. Taking the next step. Looks like he's going to be independent. I don't know. I honestly, it's been a minute since I've heard a song from Reason. Not the biggest fan, but I know who he is. I've heard a few songs by him. I know some of y'all probably have too. Y'all have to let me know what you think. Is this a sign that maybe something's going on at TDE? Because there's a rumor that TDE is struggling. I don't know if there's any merit to that. I haven't seen any evidence to show that they're struggling, but do have a couple of their bigger artists who have come in and out. You got Kendrick Lamar even doing his own thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I've got an article I want to read here from Vanity, but I wanted to check out some of these comments too, because they were pretty funny. Y'all know my sense of humor is pretty is pretty corny, and man, some of these tweets were just hilarious. This person says, I never had a reason to listen to his music. Unnecessary. He had his reasons. Bro was tired of them splits, so he had to split up. Dang. So he had to split. I see no reason for him to be there. SZA next. Their label's gonna fold. Uh-oh. And this, I keep seeing this. If y'all have some information on what's going on at TDE, let me know. I haven't seen anything that points to TDE struggling. They do have a few good artists that are in there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Would be great on Dreamville. I could definitely see that. We all knew this was coming. He had no reason being on the label. Dang. Hopefully he signs to Drewski. This person says they don't care. All right, let's see what Vanity had to say about this whole situation. Let's say rapper Reason splits from top, and I think this is intentional, by the way. Shout out to Drake. Rapper Reason splits from Top Dog Entertainment after 7 years. After 7 years with the independent label Top Dog Entertainment, rapper Reason has announced his split from the imprint that helped launch Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Reason, whose real name is, don't care, Robert Lee Gill Jr., posted a lengthy note on social media stating that he's left the company and sharing his love for those who helped him along the way. All right. And then we read that whole thing there. Shout out to Reason. It says Reason's made his issues with the labels known over the past years. During his appearance on the Back on Fig podcast, I've never heard of that, last August, he shared that he didn't feel support the way he needed from TDE. Uh-oh, I didn't even hear about this. And that may play into what some people were saying about checking for Reason. Maybe no one even cares, to be honest, but we'll have to see. We had certain features lined up, and that could have went through. He said, referring to features with Lotto and EastG, or ESTG, that failed to materialize. On my end, the rollout and excitement right now is kind of the thing that's missing. Well, he's saying the label's not giving them push. Y'all know, we've talked about it before, how labels, even labels like TD, can kind of not necessarily shelf artists, but push them to the side if they're not seeing that type of movement. So it's understandable. TD's co-president, Anthony, y'all know him, Anthony Tiff, called into the podcast and responded to the claims. Oh, he had the smoke for him. Dang, I didn't even know this happened. You could have got an ESTG feature, but what's that going to do for Reason? He said, you done had features from everyone, including Schoolboy Q, and I'm trying to understand it, man. Dang. That this past March, Reason spoke with Gina Views on her Professions podcast. Hey, yo. We're gonna let that one go. And said they apologized to one another after the dust up. I'm still signed to the label. I just think it's just going. I'm still signed to the label. I just think it's just delicate. Nah, I mean, if you publicly criticize my label, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna let you go. Or I'll be like, hey man, just like, if you didn't reach out or we didn't have a conversation about this, you don't need to go on the podcast trashing the label. So go ahead and do your thing. I don't know. Why are you here? I don't know what the F it is. I don't know what the F it is. To me, it's all weird. I don't really know what the situation is. I'm still signed to the label right now. Yeah, I don't know about this one. So y'all have to let me know what you think. Are y'all gonna miss Reason at TDE? Have you heard of his music? I mean, I know some of his music, but is this a loss for TDE? Is someone else gonna sign him? And who do you think could possibly sign Reason? All right. And it seems like the chat is quiet, man. A lot of people. Y'all aren't even saying anything about Reason. Nobody's concerned. They said, who? What? Who that? Mr. Tesla said, dang, it's already 12. Young Steppa said, I'm proud of my Mavs. We wasn't supposed to be in the finals anyways. That is a fact. I said this numerous times throughout the finals. I don't get this Mavericks team. I don't see how they're here. It should have been the Nuggets. I hate to say that. I hate to be that guy. Nuggets should have been back in there, but they had their own issues going on. But he said, after that, you ain't signed to the label. Yeah, exactly. Young Steppa gets it. I'm like, man, get up out of here. He said, I don't even know who the F Reason is. Y'all want to see if we can find, I know we're running behind on time, but let me see some of his most popular songs. All right, so we're going to type in Reason. I just don't get, I get you're upset about things, but why would you go on a podcast and trash your label like that? All right, here we go. So this is Reason. He's got 766,000 monthly listeners. It's looking like one of his biggest songs is it's Seasons. It looks like it was off the Black Panther album, but that's a feature on there. So his song Showstop, let me see. We'll play a little bit of it.
Showstop. 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 Yeah. With a shirt on, ay. Nigga pop shit might earn me case. Mama in the hood like calm down, whoa. Trying to move out to a compound, oh. Move
okay, on. I mean, yeah, that's Reason. I don't know. Let's check out his discography. He's got a good bit of singles, a few albums. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard him on a couple of songs, but nothing crazy like that. He doesn't have that much music out there either. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. If you got to learn how to play the game, some artists just weren't built for it. You know, I was talking to Amy about this. You know, it's artists got to be willing to put in the work. You just can't make music and sit back, even when you're with the label, and hope that you get to a certain level. Now, there's a lot of work you got to put in. These artists that are signed to the label, they are always working. Now, a lot of that's based off of the deals that they're signing, which just push them to work that way. But at the same point, man, like, I'm not saying he's working, but he's not working. But I mean, what do you expect? Either your music's gonna hit with the people or it's not. I don't know. Six Lenses says that sounded boring, G. Dang. He said it sounded like K-Dot at first. Yeah, I think that was Kendrick at the beginning. If I had to guess, Mr. Tesla said, who need a Reason? He said, no offense, but yeah, they ain't need him on that label anyways. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here. All right, let's get to this next part. Y'all are going to have fun with this one. So I took a little bit of time to find some of my favorite clips, and shout out to Twitter, aka X, for this. But we put together some of the best moments from the past couple of days during this YSL trial where Lil Woody is just doing Lil Woody things. So I wanted to play some of these clips for y'all. Get your reactions. Let me know what you think in the comments in the chats about this. I had to take a break a couple times just from laughing from some of these clips that have been put together. Y'all check it out, man. Lil Woody is amazing. All right, here's the first one. So this is how everything got started with Lil Woody, going back to a couple of Fridays ago when he decided that he was going to plead the fifth. This is how it all went down.
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you to step outside to your headquarters of jury deliberation?
Okay.
All right, so Lil Woody said he was going to plead the fifth and that he's grown. I don't know what he had going on. And then we had this clip right after that. And this is where Judge Glanville was like, all right, I see how this is going to go. We're going to go ahead and get Lil Woody out of here, get the weekend started. I got a tea time at 5. And Lil Woody was gone.
Our jury has left us. Mr. Copeland, given the fact that you have invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state has already given you immunity under 24-5-507, this court holds you in willful contempt, and we'll see you on Monday.
You see him nod too? He said, yep, I figured that was going to happen.
We'll see if we can get some more testimony at that point in time. Take him into custody.
Now, as y'all know, what ended up happening, this was on Friday. What ended up happening the following Monday was when they had the secret meeting, which we're going to talk about later. That was when they had the secret meeting. They met with Lil Woody, the prosecution, and Judge Glanville, and also Lil Woody's former attorney was there as well. And he was not happy about that. They ended up talking to him and saying, hey, if you don't testify today, we're going to put you in jail until this trial is over, and it's going to be a long time. So he ended up coming back on the stand, and thank God he did, because he gave us some great moments. Here's another one from him. Check this out.
The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me. When they ask me about any of these things, you sitting here keep asking me step by step by step by step. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me, was I being truthful? Okay. I know I wasn't being truthful.
So is your testimony today that you lied in every interview that you did in 2015?
See, you the way you asked me that, I don't recall what I was saying in the interviews, but I'm telling you now, when they was questioning me, 2015, 14, whenever they was questioning me, I was lying. I was making up stories. So when they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. When they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up.
It's
and
when
they was getting me and they would let me go, I'm just telling you.
Do you recall telling every detective?
Every time they got me, I have told the police, I tell y'all whatever y'all want to hear, just let me go.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview, you got to believe me, I'm telling y'all the truth? Okay.
That sound like me.
He said that sounds like me. Lil Woody's amazing, man. All right, we gotta keep it moving because there's more. There's more here. So Lil Woody, after that situation, he goes on to say even crazier things. This is him talking about when he was getting locked up and they were trying to do some things to him. This is crazy.
It wasn't no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail. So they came back and beat me in the butt.
Okay.
He said, what? Hey, yo. I got to run this back one more time.
It wasn't no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail. So they came back and beat me in the butt.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. All right. We're gonna let that one go. So now after that whole thing went down, Lil Woody started to get irritated, and we get this clip from him.
I don't remember no.
You can see him squirming in the chair. This man he does not want to be here. And again, I keep saying this, I cannot wait until the cross-examine happens, because with him having immunity, I have a feeling he's going to give the defense whatever they want to, just to show, hey, thug, I'm not trying to snitch on you. And the only reason I'm here is because they told me I wouldn't have to go to jail.
I don't remember no. I don't know. I don't know.
So you're saying you don't remember?
I don't remember no. I don't remember no. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to save that as a sound effect, man. Okay, we got another one. Check this one out. Lil Woody was mad.
So how were you able to tell Detective Gaither that Nut and Thug was cool?
Because they're questioning me, and I'm trying to get them off of me, and she asked me questions about Nut and Thug, I guess, and I'm telling her whatever she asked me. Let's say she asked me a question about the sky. I'm gonna say, yeah, I seen the sky. It's blue. Whatever she asked me, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna agree to that. I'm gonna say whatever she asked me. If she asked me about this reporter right here, I'm gonna say, yep, she's sitting outside me with white tennis shoes on. I'm gonna say something. Just because I want her to believe I'm telling her the truth.
Oh my God.
I want her to get me out of jail.
Well, she has on white tennis shoes, don't she?
Don't you got on white tennis shoes?
This man.
She got on Chucks.
Right, and they white, right?
What color your shoes is? Okay. She got on Chucks.
So you tell the truth.
Oh man.
What color your shoes is? She said they white.
Right, so you're telling the truth then.
Well, it depends.
Look at Judge Glanville so irritated. He said, man, this dude. Now, this is important. We talked about this yesterday. What the prosecution was trying to do here, they're trying to say, even though Lil Woody's saying that he's been lying this whole time, there are times when he was actually telling the truth. So this is why they're trying to impeach him. They're trying to show, he's been lying on the stand. And then they want to be able to get more heat under him to actually tell what happened. Because even though him saying, oh, I was lying, but her shoes are actually white, it's going to be a whole messy situation, man.
You pick what you want to tell them.
So did you
You say
also
you pick
tell...
what you want to tell him? This man, Judge Glanville was getting upset. All right, and here's one more. Check this one out. This is when Woody, he finally had enough. The prosecution wasn't hearing him. ADA Hilton was still asking him the same question over and over and over and over. He said, man, I can't do this anymore.
Man, I say, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I will say it. Tell me what y'all want to know and I will tell you. So if they would have asked me about President Trump, I would have had a story about Trump. If they would ask me about you, I would have had a story about you. Whatever to convince them that I ain't do nothing, it wasn't me. That's what my intention was. So you're asking me about interviews, and I keep telling you, you keep asking me step by 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 step. This is what I did. When they got me on this day, and I was going to jail, I try to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up.
What benefit would it be for you to lie to the police if you were trying not to be in trouble?
I was hoping to convince them so they could let me go.
So why would you lie to convince them?
What you mean? Why would I lie to convince them?
Why would you lie to convince them if you wanted to not go to jail?
Why would I lie to convince them to not go to jail?
Right.
But they don't know that I'm lying.
Well, they didn't let you go immediately, did they?
Sometimes they let me go.
Right. But
So when the time they let me go, I thought I was smarter than them.
did the detective say that they had to fact check what you said before they let you go?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Did the detectives tell you that they had to fact check what you were telling them?
And you know, in certain situations.
Right. And so what benefit would it be to lie if they told you that they had to fact check it?
Oh, it wasn't no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail, so they came back and beat me in the butt.
Okay.
Yo,
I
man.
said, listen, man. Hey, yo. Whatever y'all want me to
Shout out to Lil Woody. This man is a national treasure. We must protect Lil Woody at all costs. We must protect him at all costs. Oh, man. And if y'all haven't checked him out on Instagram, let me see. Oh, all right. That was the other one. If y'all haven't checked him out on Instagram, you got to go check out this man's Instagram. I wanted to pull up another video of just Lil Woody doing Lil Woody things. This is a video of him in the studio recorded. And oh, man, this, you could just see his personality is really showing up, not only on Instagram, but in court. This dude is crazy.
D-Hill.
Look at
Ever seen nigga brain get splattered? Hell yeah. Have you ever made nigga empty their pockets? Hell yeah. Have you ever shot a fuck nigga in the face? Hell yeah. These niggas talking real gangster, that's another cold case.
Yo, this is real. This is real. All right, I'm gonna let it play. I know y'all don't want me to interrupt the clip. This is really this is really this dude. Listen.
D-Hill. Ever seen nigga brain get splattered? Hell yeah. Have you ever made nigga empty their pockets? Hell yeah. Have you ever shot a fuck nigga in the face? Hell yeah. These niggas talking real gangster, that's another cold case. I ain't going back and forth. Nah, I don't know internet. Nah, I'm catching niggas down bad. Leave their brains in the street. yellow, black, yellow, black. Nigga, it's another case. No first 48. Nigga, I got a way set. Cut the lights out, let the car creep. Catch a nigga, leave him on the concrete. Right hand laying in the back seat. Sound 62, put him 6 feet.
Hey.
30 time free, meet me. Got 100 shot for a TT. Current 15, hit your auntie. Cause you don't want it, don't want it. Got 4x4 like baby.
Yeah.
Certified high. Yeah. Tell them goodbye. I got a lot. Yeah. They got nothing. Side by wipe a nigga nose. Choppers everywhere a nigga go.
All right, there he is, man. That's our guy. We got to give him a round of applause. Lil Woody is the man. And it's funny because he actually went live on Instagram yesterday. I missed it. I was really disappointed about that because I know it would have been a whole nother movie. But y'all go give him a follow. Go support this man. We got free Lil Woody. We got to get him up out of there because we need him out in these streets. We need him out here creating content, whatever he's going to do, man. This dude is hilarious. And that's just the beginning. There's so many other clips I had, but I wanted to hold off on them for the sake of time. But if y'all want to see a part 2 of these Lil Woody highlights, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. We'll get it going. Oh my gosh, this guy. I'm not gonna lie, that beat was hard though.
D-Hill.
Hell yeah.
Ever seen nigga brain get splattered? Hell yeah. Have you ever made nigga empty their pockets? Hell yeah.
What do y'all
Have
say
you
in
ever
the
shot a
chat?
fuck nigga in the face? Hell yeah.
What's up, Wave Lord?
That's another cold case. I ain't going back and forth. Nah, I don't know the internet. Nah, I'll catch nigga down bad. Leave their brains in the street. Yellow, black, yellow, black.
Mr. Tesla.
Another case. No first 48. Nigga, I got a way set.
Yeah, I know some of y'all about to steal that one. The beat is slapping. Mr. Tesla said, and this is the problem today. I'm not clapping for this ninja. Yeah, no. I know it's he said he reminds Wave Lori said reminds me of Pee Wee. I could definitely hear it. Yeah, for sure. Young Stepper said he need to put Kodak Black on that beat. Oh, that beat was hard. Amy is over there crying, man. Lil Woody he's a national treasure. We gotta make sure we take care of him. Oh my gosh. Young Stepper said, where can I collab with such a good artist? Six Lenses says Woody is gonna make a lot of money. Well, I gotta be careful how I say this, especially with the trial going on. It really depends, Six Lenses, on how this trial goes, because I know some of y'all may have been watching the case. Most of y'all probably aren't. I've been watching every second of this case that's been live, and there have been hours and hours and hours and hours of video of him being interrogated by the police, videos of him talking to the police, videos of him getting his baby mama to snitch to the police. So I'm dropping a video about that later today, so y'all make sure you check it out. And we're not even halfway through all of the evidence they compiled showing that Lil Woody is talking to the police, working with the feds, snitching in some instances. So when you say he's gonna make a lot of money, I don't know if he's gonna make it, man. I don't know. I'm just being honest, because we haven't even heard all of what's going on. The defense hasn't had a chance to cross-examine him. We don't know what's going to come out, what he's going to say. And at the end of the day, we've got the footage. We've seen him talking to the police. We've seen him in an interrogation room with his baby mama talking to the police, telling her, yeah, tell him who was at the house. You know who was at the house. I mean, this is all fun and games right now because he's, in court testifying, and, we get to make content out of this. But I mean, this man's life is, especially with the game he's playing right now, it's definitely at stake. So I don't know, man. I hope he makes it through, turns his life around, but it's hard to say. Six Lenses says, trust me, I can see Woody on a TV show playing the janitor. Trust me, we all watching. Oh, that's a fact. I just don't know if he's gonna make it that far, to be honest. And I think that's why he doesn't want to go to jail. And that's why he's taking the stance that he's taking right now. That, hey, when I talk to the police, I lied. You hear me? Hey, Thug, you hear me? When I talk to the police, I lied. Wait, what are you gonna do? Lil Woody should take Reason's spot at the label. TDE's gonna sign Lil Woody. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that beat was super fire. All right, let me see what else y'all are saying, and then we're gonna keep moving it into our next subject. I want to make sure I didn't miss something on here. If y'all want a place to get super up to date coverage of what's going on in this trial, of course you can watch here because we're covering it. But you could also check out Thugger Daily. They've got some great updates. They're dropping some of the documents there that are being submitted during the YSL trial. So I definitely got to give them the props and shout out to Thugger Daily over there. And y'all go follow Lil Woody too. It's Woody versus Woody.
Hey, yo.
Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead and get into what y'all came here for. And this is the breaking news. All right. Oh, man. This is getting crazy, y'all. This is getting crazy. So I think we got everybody. Let me double check and make sure we're all covered. All right, cool. So we're good to go. So speaking of Lil Woody, we were just talking about his whole situation that went on and everything that happened with the secret meeting, right? And the reason we're talking about this breaking news is because his former attorney, Kayla Bumpkus, is actually filing not only a motion to quash the order to show up. Excuse me. Not only is she filing a motion to quash, but she's actually filing a motion to recuse, taking more shots at Judge Glanville, trying to get him off of this case. Now, we mentioned in a past video that coming up on June 25th, there's going to be a hearing, and it's all going to be covering the situation that went on with the secret meeting. What happened was Kayla was representing Lil Woody. She was only representing him for one day because Lil Woody's attorney was out of town. He had some non-refundable tickets and he was trying to get to Hawaii. He said, "Hey, Judge, I can't be there. I got to go to Hawaii. We've got Kayla. She's going to take care of everything." Kayla shows up, and then y'all may have seen that clip of Lil Woody actually firing her while he's on the stand. He said she fired, and then he got Kayla up out of there. So what happened prior to her getting fired, though, is that Kayla was actually a part of this secret meeting that took place between Judge Glanville, the prosecution, and Lil Woody. So it's looking like Judge Glanville, the reason he wanted to know the name is because he had a feeling that Kayla was the one that was the mole. And as we look at other documents and this document as well, we're going to see that it was clear that Judge Glanville knew that Kayla was the mole and he wanted to know her name so he could either talk to her, get her up out of there, whatever he needed to do. All right, so we're going to get into it and read what's going on here. We're also going to have some help from the lead attorney. He covered this over on his channel. I'm going to play a clip from his video so y'all can see and hear from a lawyer exactly what some of these terms in this motion to quash actually means. All right, so we see this is the state of Georgia versus Khalif Adams. All right, and this is a motion to quash, order to show cause, and motion to recuse this court. Comes now attorney Kayla Bumpkus. This is Woody's former attorney, through undersigned counsel, and files this motion to quash the court's order to show cause, filed June 11th, 2024. All right, so this was filed within a little over a week ago. Or in the alternative, moves this court to transfer this action to another judge or recuse itself as required by law. Okay, so she doesn't want Judge Glanville to rule on this indictment, right? Excuse me. I apologize, y'all. Give me 1 second. Goodness. So what is happening is Kayla is being held in contempt of court because it's believed that she leaked the information from the secret meeting. And the judge, the judge is saying that Kayla wasn't allowed to do that because what happened in the chambers is supposed to stay in the chambers, right? Legally. Well, we're going to find out that might not be the case in this specific situation. So let's see what she says. Recitation of the facts. On Friday, June 7th, during the trial, I'm struggling, y'all. Bear with me. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to get into it. We should be good now. Let me get a little bit more water. Here we go. Recitation of the facts. On Friday, June 7th, during the trial, the state immunized, that means they gave immunity to Lil Woody and called him as a witness. Lil Woody refused to testify, which we saw in the last clip. The court placed Lil Woody in custody over the weekend for his refusal and adjourned until Monday. At this point, Lil Woody was still sworn as a witness and had not been dismissed. On Monday, June 10th at 8:30 a.m., Lil Woody and his lawyer, Caleb Bumpkus, were escorted to the court's chambers. Okay, so here we have another verification that this meeting actually took place. And as y'all know, Judge Glanville never actually denied it in court as well. He just wanted to know. He said, hey, Brian, who told you about the secret meeting? All right. So they were escorted to this court's chambers and conducted an ex parte meeting regarding whether Lil Woody would testify. Oh, man. Not looking good for Judge Glanville. Those present for the substantive portion of this ex parte meeting were Judge Glanville. They're naming names. Lil Woody, Attorney Bumpkus, Assistant District Attorney Adrian Love, and Simone Hilton, members of the court's security staff and deputies, 2 investigators from the district attorney's office, and a court reporter. Good Lord, they had everybody there except for the defense. Man. So with the court reporter being there, we talked about getting the transcripts. Judge Glanville said he is going to make the transcripts of this meeting available to the defense. Now, whether all the information from the transcript from this meeting is going to be there, we don't know. We don't know if certain information is going to be redacted. But at this point, Judge Glanville, with him feeling the heat, he might as well just give them everything that they need, right? In chambers, this court asked Copeland whether he was prepared to testify. Lil Woody announced that he planned to again invoke his Fifth Amendment right. Oh, man, his Fifth Amendment privilege on the stand. So they knew that he was going to do it again because he really didn't want to testify. Y'all have to let me know, is this points towards Lil Woody not wanting to testify, even though, he snitched in the past? We'll see. A conversation among the parties ensued regarding Lil Woody's understanding of immunity. How Lil Woody thought he may testify if he did not invoke the Fifth Amendment and certain facts of the case. So this is when we got more information from the other motion to recuse was filed. This is when the judge said, hey, or the assistant district attorney Hilton was like, listen, you can lie on the stand. If you want to lie on the stand, it's fine. We're not going to hold that against you. But the only thing you're not allowed to say is you can't say that you killed Big Nut, because then that's going to ruin our whole case. Right. So that's what they're talking about here. Once Lil Woody learned that he could be held indefinitely by the court if he refused to testify, not just 2 years as he initially believed, Lil Woody decided that he would testify. Now, this is when Judge Glanville threatened him and he said, hey, Lil Woody, listen, I know you don't want to testify, and that's fine. You have a right to not want to testify. But if you don't testify, I'm going to hold you in jail until this case is done. And we're not even halfway through all the witnesses. We're not even halfway through this case. You could be there for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So if you don't want to testify, that's fine. But just know what's going to happen if you don't. Lil Woody added that his testimony would be a lie. The meeting ended and the parties went to the courtroom. excuse me. This this ex parte meeting was not placed under seal. This is important because the reason Kayla is being held in contempt is because if she were to reveal anything that happened in this meeting, if it were under seal, then she would be in trouble. She'd have to do time, et cetera, et cetera. But she's saying this meeting, the judge never said that we couldn't reveal anything that happened in this meeting. So it's just like if you were to walk into the judge's chambers and you were to say, hey, judge, I'm about to get some lunch. You want some lunch? He said, yeah, that's fine. I want lunch. And the court reporter is there, takes it down. Y'all talking about lunch and you talk about it later. That meeting was not placed under seal, right? You're just asking the judge about lunch. So just because you walk into the chambers and have a conversation, that doesn't mean that everything is placed under seal. All right. And the lead attorney is going to talk about this in a minute. There was no protective order that directed that disclosure of these ex parte communications was prohibited. No attorney-client privilege existed clearly, as two prosecutors, investigators, a judge, a court reporter, and various court staff were also all present. That makes sense too. The court never stated, ruled, or inferred that the meeting was meant to be confidential. Further, the content of this meeting was not secret, protected, or in any way privileged information. Okay. And she has a note here that says, if there was any privilege, such as attorney-client or work product, the privilege would be destroyed with all other parties present, particularly the court reporter. It is unclear why any person present would have understood that the content of the meeting could not be shared with other attorneys off the record in the case, who were also fellow officers of the court. So she had every right to share this. This whole thing is a mess, man. Later that same day, defense counsel, attorney Brian Steele, addressed this court to make a record of his due process concerns regarding the ex parte meeting. The content of said meeting would not just be non-confidential, but would usually be given to the defense under Giglio and Brady. Not sure about that case. We can look up more information on that at a later date. During Attorney Steele's attempt to put his due process concerns on the record, this court began to focus on the identity of the source who leaked the meeting to the defense counsel. Judge Glanville got upset, said, Brian, you're not supposed to know about this meeting. Who told you about this meeting? Because the judge is alleging that the meeting was, as previously stated, how did they put it? Under seal. Okay, but we're going to find out that it wasn't. And Kayla's saying that it wasn't as well. All right, so it was leaked. The court ordered Attorney Steele to provide the name of the person who divulged the existence and content of the ex parte meeting. Attorney Steele refused. A brief hearing followed, and what initially appeared to be a classic civil contempt action, the attorney could purge himself of contempt if he provided the information to the judge. So we're going to get into the difference between civil and criminal contempt here in a second. But what was, let's see, a brief hearing followed, and what initially appeared to be a classic civil contempt action became a criminal contempt action, meaning that, well, I'm going to let the lead attorney explain it because he explains it better. But that basically means that Brian Steele was 100% going to jail, and he didn't have a choice of how long he was going to be in jail. So the judge removed all rights from him to say, okay, judge, fine, I'll tell you, let me out. The judge said, nope, you're doing 20 days and that's it. Like, get out of my face. The court found Attorney Steele in direct criminal contempt. The court sentenced Attorney Steele to the maximum time allowed, which was 20 days to serve in the Fulton County Jail. All right. Attorney Steele has since received an appeal bond, and his contempt proceeding was stayed by the Georgia Supreme Court. So Brian Steele's on top of the world right now. On June 11th, the court entered a show cause order directing all individuals that were present for the ex parte conversation that took place in the court's chambers on the morning of June 10th, 2024. Specifically, Lil Woody, his attorney, Miss Bumpkus, and all representatives of the state and court security personnel that were in attendance to show cause why one or more of them should not be held in contempt for disclosing information from the ex parte conversation to the members of the defense counsel. No specific names were included in the order other than Lil Woody and Ms. Bumpkiss. So it's looking like Judge Glanville, he really wanted to verify what he already knew, or what he thought he knew. He wanted to verify that Miss Bumpkiss, Kayla, was the one who told Brian Steele about the meeting. She probably walks out there like, hey, yeah, I was just with the judge talking about this. And Brian said, yo, hold on a second. Y'all had a meeting? She's like, yeah, we had a meeting. This is what we talked about. He told Woody he's going to stay in jail. And so we're all good now. So, yeah, Judge Glanville was not happy about this. And this is going to be a bad look in the case overall. Is it going to change anything? I don't know. We'll still have to see. Here's the argument. The court seeks to hold in contempt the person that leaked the ex parte meeting to the defense counsel, meaning Kayla. Thus, the contempt hearing will be about who informed defense counsel, whether to find that person guilty of criminal contempt, and if it's found, the appropriate punishment. Ooh-wee. So basically, Kayla, she doesn't want the judge to decide how long she's going to be in jail for. This hearing is coming up on the 25th. We'll cover it if this hearing takes place and when it takes place. But yeah, Kayla doesn't want the judge to decide how long she's going to sit in jail for. The procedures that a trial court must follow to hold a person in contempt depends upon whether the acts alleged to constitute the contempt were committed in court or committed out of court. Oh, that's interesting. It says the procedures that a trial court must follow to hold a person in contempt depends upon whether the acts alleged to constitute the contempt were committed in court or committed out of court. Interesting. All right. It says an alleged communication act may only be said to have occurred in the presence of the court, warranting summary contempt proceedings. And the act was committed in open court. On the other hand, where the alleged communication acts are committed outside of the court's presence, the considerations justifying expedited procedures do not pertain. Thus, summary adjudication, I believe is how you say it, of indirect contempts is prohibited, and due process requires that a person who is tried for indirect criminal contempt is entitled to more normal adversary procedures. Among those things, he or she must be advised of charges, have a reasonable opportunity to respond to them, and be permitted the assistance of counsel and the right to call a witness. Okay, so basically you have more, depending on the type of contempt, you may have certain rights, is basically what this is saying. All right. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here, and it says, it explains the disclosing information from the ex parte conversation to the members of the defense counsel occurred not in open court or in chambers, but at the time and location that the defense counsel were notified of the ex parte meeting. So they're basically saying the contempt happened when she told Brian Steele about the meeting. Okay. It didn't happen in court. It didn't happen in the judge's chambers. The court wasn't present at all. They were just out having a conversation and it came up. Further, direct contempt involves contemptuous conduct in the presence of the court, which generally results in immediate punishment. All right. So if you're yelling, you're getting out of hand in the courtroom or in the presence of a judge, that sounds more like a direct contempt. Here, the need for punishment is clearly not immediate, as demonstrated by the show cause order being set 2 weeks out from the order. Let's see. Forms of contempt are further divided into criminal and civil. Okay. This is a pretty important section of this. So y'all check this out. Based on the nature of the punishment imposed, civil contempt is a conditional punishment intended to coerce the contemptor to comply with the court order. All right. So I guess, and again, y'all correct me about this in the chat. I know we have several lawyers that watch the channel, so y'all please let me know if this is right. But it seems to me, I guess, if the civil contempt would be if you're in court and say you're yelling or you're you're getting upset or frustrated and you're interrupting the judge. The judge can hold you in contempt, let you cool down, and then you say, all right, I'm good now, judge. You can let me out. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Y'all have to let me know if that's correct. By contrast, criminal contempt imposes unconditional punishment for prior contempt to preserve the court's authority and punish disobedience of its orders. All right. The contempt alleged by the court of disclosing information from ex parte conversations to members of the defense counsel could only be criminal contempt. Nothing can be done to purge or undo that alleged contemptuous act, and any punishment would amount to criminal contempt. All right, so now here we're going to go over to the lead attorney's channel. Again, let me give a round of applause to the lead attorney. He's done an amazing job covering this case along with his co-host AV to the 7th Power. I'll leave a link in the description to this video and to both of their channels as well. All right, but he's going to explain a little bit further what all of this mean and kind of give some clarity to the difference between civil and criminal contempt. Check it out.
Nothing can be done to purge or undo the alleged contemptuous act, and any punishment would amount to a criminal contempt. Now, what is she saying right here? You got the criminal contempt, and then you got the civil contempt. Civil contempt is what you guys run into with child support. That's child support. So many men, hundreds of thousands of men in jail on child support. Why? Because you owe $3,000, you owe $5,000, or alimony. We need to check on that damn Nathan Wade case. Nathan Wade does not want to pay his wife $4,000, and they filed a contempt. What is that? That's civil contempt. What are they saying? You, Nathan Wade, y'all know Nathan Wade, who was dicking down Fannie Willis for $750,000. Shout out to Fannie Willis. And Fannie Willis was like, listen, I know I'm 53 years old, and I know, man, I'm not in my prime anymore, but I know how to get some dick. All right. I'll pay one of these black men around here $750,000. Y'all women can go be celibate if you want to. I'm going to be a new celibate woman. Fine. Fannie was like, hell no, I need somebody to bend me over this damn fax machine. Oh my God. Fannie's going to get it. All right. Fannie's like, I will let these taxpayers pay $750,000, but I'm going to get me some. Y'all women can be celibate if you want. Anyways, Fannie Willis was having sex over the fax machine with Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade is married. All right, we ain't gonna talk about all that. Nathan Wade's got a whole wife, and Nathan was supposed to pay her $4,000. He did, and he said, "Listen, baby, I ain't got it." The wife was like, "You just got $750,000." Nathan said, "What the hell did I tell you? I ain't got it." Right? You got $750,000. Okay, let me be more specific. Since you can't hear earwax, I don't have $4,000 for you. Don't look at my $750,000. I don't have $4,000 for you. Nathan's wife is represented by Andrea. So Andrea filed a civil contempt. What does Andrea want? Now, she wants a lot of stuff, but she wants the $4,000. What does she anticipate the judge is going to do? The judge is going to say, okay, wait, okay, Nathan, like, here's the thing. You need to pay her $4,000.
And Andrea's his wife.
So, did you bring a check to court? I didn't bring a check. You didn't bring a check? I didn't bring a check. Okay. But you owe her $4,000. I do owe her $4,000. But you didn't bring a check to court? Did you bring cash? I didn't bring cash. Okay. So you don't have any funds to pay her right now. I don't have any funds, Judge. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Bailiffs, take Mr. Wade into custody. Wait, Judge. How long I got to be in custody? You decide. If you pay this lady $4,000 right now, you don't go into the back. You're good. You walk out of here. If you want to pay her tonight, that's fine. We'll let you out as soon as the $4,000 hits her hands. If you want to pay her tomorrow, but here's the thing, Nathan. If you want to pay her a month from now, then you sit in jail a month. If you want to pay her in 3 months, fine. She'll get paid in for 3 months. You will be here in jail for 3 months straight. You get the keys. It's not like this if you commit a rape. It's not like this if you commit a murder. It's not like this if you commit aggravated assault. You don't get to decide how long you stay in jail.
And that's what he was offering to Brian Steele initially. And you got, it's frustrating, and I'm sure it's frustrating for Brian Steele because this Judge Glanville has been so inconsistent, and he slipped up. He said things that he didn't mean. He mentioned criminal contempt and he mentioned civil contempt, and you can see how, especially with all of this having so much weight, that it could be frustrating to him because they don't know what the judge is talking about, because there's a big difference between the civil and the criminal contempt.
Assault. You don't get to decide how long you stay in jail. With civil contempt, it's interesting. You get to decide how long you stay. I will go to prison for 30 seconds. I don't give a damn. If you want to put me, fine, I'll go. Shit, I'll go. Yeah, I was a felon. All right, I was in prison for 30 seconds. I'm a man. All right. Now, don't sentence me to 17 years, because then you're not letting me decide. You're telling me the term of imprisonment. I don't want that. I want to be the one. You can send me to ADX. You can send me to the hardest prison that you want. If I can stay there for half a second, I'll go anywhere. So that's what Nathan Wade is up against, the guy that was dicking down Fannie. He gets to decide for $4,000 how long he stays in there. Yep. For this case, what is she saying? She's saying that you ordered me to show up because you want to find the mole. Fine. Now, suppose you find the mole. I say it's me. Do I get to determine how long you put me in jail for? If I get to determine, it's civil. If I do not get to determine, it's criminal. Does anybody remember Brian Steele?
Yeah, here we go.
The judge told Brian Steele that he had to be in jail for 20 days. Was there any way, guys, listen, was there any way for Brian Steele to lessen that amount to 10 days? Was there a way for him to lessen it to 5 days? No. Nope. It was a term of incarceration. It was fixed. So Brian's is different. Brian doesn't have the keys to his own incarceration. The judge says,
which I also wonder if that's the main reason that the Supreme Court actually he was able to appeal that, because he wasn't given the opportunity. He wasn't given the opportunity to decide what he was going to do. So it's kind of a strange situation here.
Brian doesn't have the keys to his own incarceration. The judge says 20 days. It has to be 20 days on the dot. So Brian's is direct. All right. So guys, for you, question. Is Kayla, Miss Bumpus, is her incarceration, because that's what she's looking at.
It's crazy.
Is it going to be in her hands, or is it going to be in the judge's hands? Can she go to jail for 30 seconds? Or is the judge going to try to do her like he did
Brian,
and then give her 20 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I think he's going to lock her up. He's going to give her 30 days or something. And this obviously is what she's arguing here, which it's just crazy again that she even has to do this, because Judge Glanville has so much power in this situation, which is why they're going to have the hearing coming up on the 25th, because I mean, she's just scared. She doesn't want to go to jail. It's just not a great look. And who wants to be in jail anyway?
That's the bad kind. The bad kind is when you do not have the keys to your incarceration.
And is she going to have the same connections to get it through the system and get the Supreme Court to overturn it? Probably not.
Exactly.
So this is what she's saying right here, guys. She's saying, listen, this is what civil contempt means. This is what criminal contempt means. So here's the thing. She says, the contempt alleged by this court, Judge Glanville alleging this contempt, could only be criminal, because there's nothing I can do to purge or lessen the contemptuous act. And any punishment would amount to criminal contempt. She's saying that I can't pay $4,000 and walk right out. Brian Steele couldn't pay. Well, that's where the judge fucked it up a little bit, because the judge wanted him to, well, listen now, The judge called it criminal, but this is where the judge got confused. So y'all are seeing the chief judge get confused. Because initially, the judge wanted to lock Brian Steele up until what? Until what? Until he gave a name.
Mm-hmm.
So the judge said, Brian, ¿por qué todo esto? Why are you making a show? Just tell me who the name is, and you don't even go to jail. Tell me now, and you don't go to jail. And Brian wouldn't tell. Fine, listen, Brian. And the judge said this specifically. Once you get back there, if you tell me the name tonight, you get released tonight.
Yeah, but then he switched up.
In that situation, the judge was trying to give him the keys. The judge was like, listen, call me on my phone. You tell one of the workers down there at the jail, have them call me on my phone. I will get you out tonight. You don't have to do 10 days, 20 days. You don't have to do any of that shit. Just tell me who the name is. Once it became clear that Brian would never tell, and the judge on the record said it was criminal, fine. The judge was locked in, and he could no longer force Brian to tell the name. He could no longer give Brian the keys to the court. So it went from civil to criminal. And when it was criminal, it's a fixed amount of time. The judge says 20 days. Don't have anybody call me to tell me shit. There's no way it's going to be lessened. 20 days on the nose. That's what you're going to do.
Wow. All right. Y'all give it up to the lead attorney. Shout out to him for doing a great job. Amazing job covering this case. Make sure you go check him out. Go check out his YouTube channel. Again, I'll have it linked below. I'll drop it in the chat and in the description for y'all. So you can go show him some love. Check out this video and the live stream that they just did. And I'll be linking AV to the Seventh Powers YouTube channel below as well. There's a good bit more to get into here because she goes through a lot of what happened. But again, it's pretty much just going into detail of everything that happened in the secret meeting, why she's filing this, because she doesn't want to have to not be able to decide how long she spends in jail, what type of fine she has to pay, what she has to do. So we're going to hear more about this coming up on the 25th. Hopefully Kayla doesn't have to do any time in jail, because honestly, looking at this just from the beginning, it doesn't look like she did anything wrong. The judge didn't say that you're not allowed to share any of the information in this meeting. So I don't see how she's being held, how she's even being held in contempt. So y'all have to let me know what you think. Maybe she has the connection to the Supreme Court and she won't have to do any time at all. We'll see what happens. But also we've got Amy in here. Shout out to Amy putting in work up in here. Amy says, she says criminal contempt charges become separate charges from the underlying case. Exactly. Which is why Brian Steele had to go to the Supreme Court, because he said, hey man, this isn't right. Y'all just hang out here for a second. I'm going to go make a phone call. And he got his stuff taken care of on his own. Unlike civil contempt sanctions, criminal contempt charges may resume after the resolution of the underlying case. Civil contempt must be provided by clear and convincing evidence. In a criminal contempt proceeding, the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. She also says there are 4 essential elements. They are misbehavior of a person in or near the presence of the court, which obstructs the administration of justice and which is committed with the required degree of criminal intent. Right. And intent is, you see that a lot in most of these cases and just in the law in general. So you have to like intentionally be doing that, especially for the criminal side. All right. Yeah, they're just not going to slap some criminal charges on you. Wood Drummer says he sounds like a vengeful judge. He sounds like a biased and dirty judge. I mean, let's be real. And we even saw when Brian Steele's, we're going to go over this. Well, you know what? We actually might not be able to get to this today. And I know we're getting close on time, but we reviewed this a little bit the other day. But in Brian Steele's motion to recuse, he talks about that as well. He's saying, man, the judge is on the side of the prosecution. He's made it clear, and things he said to me in open court, he's made it clear through the way he's attacked my character, the way he's treated me, that he is against Young Thug, aka Mr. Williams. And you can see the bias there. He had an ex parte meeting without the defense for no reason, and definitely for not a good reason. So I think everybody is with you on that with Drummond. He's not only vengeful, it's looking like he's very biased, and I don't know. Is he dirty? We'll have to see. Amy says she's just trying to simplify the definition for the chat. Yeah, shout out to Amy. Appreciate you. All right. So let's keep it going. I'm trying to decide if we should get into this one from Brian Steele, because we left off a little ways through this one, but I wanted to keep going through it because he gives so much good information. But I think we're going to hold off on this. I know I sent this to, and let me see if any one of y'all called in, because I forgot to mention earlier, if y'all want to call in and give your thoughts on the case, you can do that every single show. The link to call in is in the description. And if you can't find it, it's also in the pinned comment in the chat. Yeah, shout out to Amy. But we may be having somebody stopping by and helping us break this down a little bit. So I think I'm going to save that some, and we might get up out of here early. But shout out to y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat real quick. All right, let me pull this up real quick and then we'll get to it. All right, cool. Just to remind y'all again, if you haven't checked it out, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got another episode of the Song of the Night Live. We're going to be giving away $100 and a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. We're also going to be kicking off tonight's show with the Versus Challenge featuring 3 amazing artists. We've got Cray the Ghost, Mandy X, and MPM LaFleur. Y'all do not want to miss out. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing what these artists bring to tonight's challenge. And you get to actually participate and decide who moves forward and claims that spot in the season 8 tournament. You guys get to vote in the live chat. So make sure you show up to the show. It's going to be a good time. You're going to hear some great music and see some new artists that you can maybe follow, support, or collaborate with. All right. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing y'all tonight. And make sure, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because we're dropping 2 videos every single day, and we're live streaming twice a day, Monday through Friday, y'all. All right, so we've got a lot going on. You don't want to miss out. I appreciate y'all showing love and support. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. You know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace.
We're real strong people. We can do anything. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
Since everything starts with self, let me hold this mirror up and take a look at myself. Before I judge you, I gotta check myself. And I come to find out that that's good for my health, right? Change your mind and watch the whole body follow. So you won't hear me talking about I'm hitting you with hollows. I can't do it, got plans for tomorrow. And I ain't trying to bring my seeds no type of sorrow. Wait, Cause fake rappers do fake-ish. I mean, most the basic get replaced quick. I'll never sacrifice my soul. Truth is, so I might never get 1 million records sold. But that's cool, cause I'm good with the creator. He nurtured my thoughts, so I present you with verbal flavor. You never listen to what no haters say. We pray for them, but we gon' move it this way. We moving forward, y'all.
We can do anything. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
I feel like George Floyd, yo, I can't breathe. It's hard to conceive on why they wanna kill we. I think they wanna break our spirit. The youth won't hear it. We die over loose. These cops scared to quit it. I send my love to Eric Gardner's family, cause them pigs went and took away somebody's daddy. Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery. The world sees what's happening. Yeah, so in the midst of our hardest pain, we believe in ourselves and face our darkest days. You know, they be mad when we come together. So after the protest, stick together. Take the pledge. I will fight but won't kill a brother. Cause I can't take your life if you are my brother. So I'ma send you love, not one shell casing. Believe in yourself and change our situation.
Yeah. Believe in your skin. Believe